Hey guys, welcome to another episode of Ask Mark. We're up to 37 this week. A couple of things that we want to talk about first. Let's talk about Mark's sweater. I'm just kidding.
I've been getting razzled now. This is the fashion. Europeans will love it.
He says it's in. It's not. Okay, first thing that we want, in all seriousness, first thing that we want to talk about is we're going to change up the format of this Ask Mark going forward. So instead of taking the questions through email, what we're going to do is, now that Need for Speed World has their official Facebook fan page, so facebook.com/official Need for Speed World. What we're going to do is right before we post, right before we go and record, we're going to post up on the Facebook fan page and say, hey guys, we're about to record in an hour or 2 hours or however long it's going to be. Post your questions here in the comments, and then we're going to use Mark's iPad because I don't have one, and we're going to just answer them on the fly on what we get that day. So if you guys want to get your questions answered, we'll take the most popular top 5 or 6 each time we post, and that's what we'll do moving forward.
Yeah,
so
I like that idea. Keeps it nice and fresh and interactive and live, right?
Yeah,
Answers.
keep it live, and even like turn on the chat, and someone could ask us like literally live while we're sitting there. So that's what we're going to do going forward. So keep your eye on the on that Facebook page next week, and if you're not following them, or if you're not if you haven't liked them, do so now. It's facebook.com/official Need for Speed World, and you guys have your Twitter up now too, which is
at Need for Speed at NFS World.
At NFS World. So maybe we'll do it through Twitter one of these days. But get on both if you're fans of World. You should be on there.
Sounds good.
All right, so we got what do we got? 6 questions this week, and getting right into it. So first 2 questions are from the same person. So Peppo930, he asks, will wide body kits ever be added to the game? And I think we have a few now, but...
So short answer, yes.
Yes.
Yes, and there's a lot more visual customization configurations coming very short. With you guys have been asking for hoods, exhausts, wide body kits, and we've been working on that for you guys. So stay tuned very quickly here.
Cool. Next question from the same person. They said, is team racing going to be added to the game where, for example, where a group of players can race as a team against another group of players?
Yep.
I'm gonna say something that, so we had this question on Shift 2, and in Shift 1 we had the team racing DLC pack, and Andy Tudor, who's the lead designer for Shift 2, said that when they release team racing, nobody races as a team. So how do you guys feel about it?
We love the idea when it relates to team escape. You know, when we look at Team Escape, what's the Team Escape the next version? Obviously, more race events is an easy one, but how do you make more variations of that to have the team work together? And that's what our designers are working through right now, concepting some cool renditions of that mode. Obviously, cruise has been talked about many times. Before we ever get to cruise, we'd like to do more because Team Escape's fresh, and you guys love it. You guys are asking for it,
and the fact that you can cruise right now. As it is, you don't need a game mode to cruise.
Yeah, exactly. You guys can paint your cars the same color, put the same vinyls on it. We've seen already ways that people are doing it. So you're not hindered in any way. It's just, can we make it more feasible in the future? Of course, but we have other priorities you guys are screaming for.
Cool. Our next question is from Colts Dude 1000. And he asks, or he or she asks, are you thinking about a button that automatically sends your photos to Facebook, MySpace, etc.?
Absolutely.
Prefixing this is you can already link your NFS World account with your Facebook page. That's just go to world.needforspeed.com, and that's where you can link. Gives you a couple of cool features, but
in the near future, we are definitely looking at ways to, with the addition of our own Facebook page and Twitter accounts, and Ling will be running a lot of competitions moving forward. How do we make it very feasible for you guys to upload those pictures, and your creations, and your results to your friends and to your pages? So definitely a priority for us moving forward. As we shape some competitions moving, we'll assess what our needs are and basically assess it from there. So let's get a few competitions under our belt with Ling on board and assess what we need from there. But it's a priority for sure.
Cool. Next question is from Figurewitz. Interesting name. Cool. Like it. So when will you guys be adding Tier 4 cars? We get asked this a lot, so I figured I'd throw it back in.
For sure, and I'll give a shout out to my own Facebook page here, because I've been getting this question on my own page personally. It's just look for Marc Vellis. I have my own producer page, and if you want to talk anything more in depth, come to my page and we can take it offline from the world. But you guys have been asking this quite a while. The straight answer, yes, we can confirm Tier 4s are coming to World. When is a different story, solely because we have a huge amount of Tier 3s, Tier 2s, Tier 1s on our roster that we still need to deliver. Tier 4s are still in the prototype stage, and as you know, Need for Speed is very successful because we have the licensed cars, and it takes a long time to lock down these licenses. So
it takes a long time to build these cars too.
Yeah, it takes months and months to, we build it from scratch. We get the CAD data from factory and we go for it. And Tier 4s, yes, are coming, but for the few upcoming months and for this summer, Tier 3s are king right now, and we have some really cool Tier 3s coming.
Cool. All right, next question is from Madman. They ask, are you guys going to add a rear view mirror to the game? So kind of an interesting question.
Very interesting.
It's kind of like with manual, right? Like manual transmission, kind of along the same lines.
We actually talked about this in a design meeting yesterday, a production meeting. There's rear view mirror you guys have asked for. There's ghost mode. There's more effects flickering off the cars. Nitrous trails. These are all the things that you guys have been screaming for the last couple years. Now, with Facebook and Twitter, it's very easy for us to start running some polls and seeing what you guys want, the priorities that you guys want next, and what's our feasibility from the dev side. Sometimes if something wins in the polls, doesn't necessarily mean we can do it right away because of the priorities on the dev side, how much resources we have. So something Ling is going forward, and she'll put forth on Facebook, is running these sorts of polls and getting your feedback directly. And those are then, and rear view mirror is one of those on our list as well.
And it should be prudent to say that, because we have priorities, and yes, you guys are screaming for it, some of these things take a long time to make. Like, look how long we had to work on Team Escape, right? Like, we have to develop these things from scratch. We can't just port it over from something else, right?
So they're all from scratch, and they all take a lot of testing time.
Yeah, time to build, time to test, time to make it perfect, because we're not going to release something that's inferior. So. Exactly. So just patience. I would say patience is a virtue. Last question is from Rodrigo. Is it possible to add more servers on Need for Speed World? So interesting question. I don't know whether he's talking about physically adding more boxes, or whether he's talking about adding more regions. I think he's asking, are we going to add more regions? Because right now we have Europe, US. Are we going to get Oceania, Australia, Japan? Who knows, right? So,
and I've been monitoring the forums and the feedback a lot. You guys are talking about, maybe this question pertains into the hitting the PCU cap daily. When we launched Team Escape, we have maxed out our PCU, and we've actually, our guys are doing an amazing job raising the cap. It takes a huge amount of server load when everybody jumps on. On a given day, there's 14,000 people maxing that cap, and we're trying to raise that every week, every month.
Which we have.
Which we have.
We raised it a bunch of times already.
So it shows you the strength of the game. 24 hours a day, there's people, playing our game. 14,000 hammering that cap, trying to get in. So. Again, just a clarification on the starter pack. Starter pack gets priority login. It's how it's been from day one. That's just a little thing that we've done for, if you're one of the people who were the starter pack members, or you get a starter pack or you have one, you just bypass the cap. It hasn't changed. You don't need a starter pack to get in. It's just when the cap is there, they get to bypass
priority
it.
network.
It's just a little bit of a VIP access that we give to our. That started when we. We originally launched a starter pack when we first launched as like a little VIP thing. You get it no matter what.
And you can still get the starter pack.
Yeah, you can still get the starter pack as well. So it's just if you hit the cap, try-backs, odds are within 20 minutes, half an hour, you can jump back into the game too. So,
Awesome. Well, that's all the questions we have for this week. I think one more thing's in order.
Sure.
Canucks took Western Conference last night.
We were celebrating. Drew lost his voice.
I lost my voice. I was at the game last night. So
and we were. I was on my Twitter. If you follow that as well, under @Marc Vellis, I picked a photo from the streets, and it was just 100,000 people on Granville. It was just insane. So as we're going forward, we'll you and I
we'll keep giving the shout outs.
We're gonna win the Stanley Cup.
Yeah, we're not wearing the jersey, but we're gonna get the cup.
On game days, we wear it.
Oh yeah. Okay, that's it for this week, guys. Thank you.
See you.